This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Indianapolis hospitals working together to slow the spread of COVID-19. Details on how they are teaming up just ahead.
The governor issues a stay-at-home order, when it goes into effect and what it means for you.
Well, many industries are struggling right now. Firearms dealers are seeing a steep increase in sales. I'll have all the details coming up.
Good evening, I'm Amanda Starantino, and before those stories tonight, an update on a person in Fishers who barricaded themselves in a home, firing on officers this afternoon. This has been going on near 141st Street and State Road 37 in the Woods of Britain Apartments. We have been seeing a large number of law enforcement vehicles, and the public is being asked to avoid that area. Police say no officers have been shot. They are unsure if anyone is in the apartment with the shooter. We will have any updates we get on the RTV6 app and the IndyChannel.com. And things have changed rapidly over the past couple of days. COVID-19 has now taken the lives of 7 people in Indiana. The state is reporting at least 259 cases. That is roughly 5 times as many as we were reporting Friday. RTV6 has broken down the cases by county on the IndyChannel.com. And let's talk global numbers next. And keep in mind here, this is reported activity. There have been nearly 370,000 cases reported total. Over 40,000 of those in the United States. Our nation's case count has quadrupled since Friday. The coronavirus is being blamed for killing over 16,000 people internationally. But over 100,000 people have recovered from the virus. Johns Hopkins University has been tracking this data. And with numbers of cases in the state steadily rising, Governor Holcomb is calling for Indianapolis hospitals to join forces to fight the virus and slow down the spread. Troy Washington is working for you to share the message one family hopes to share with those not taking the pandemic as seriously as they should.
We want to talk to all the college students, the young adults out there, that you guys, God bless you. You think you're invincible, but you're not. You are just as susceptible as the rest of us.
Last Thursday, Jen and Matt Dowd's daughter showed symptoms similar to other patients diagnosed with coronavirus.
She could not catch her breath. She was breaking out into cold sweats. Lips were blue.
And her body was really cold.
And her body was cold, but she was hot.
Just 24 hours before falling ill, their daughter Emma, like many young people, thought she was in the clear of the virus.
We were talking about the virus and about just being careful, and she made a comment to us how she was a young adult, she was strong, she wasn't afraid of getting the virus.
She tested negative for the virus and ended up being diagnosed with pneumonia. But Indianapolis hospitals are serious about stopping the spread of COVID-19 altogether.
We haven't been able to see her. We haven't been able to be there with her. The only people allowed in the hospital are for end-of-life care.
According to the Dowd family, those are some of the precautions being taken at Ascension St. Vincent. Other hospitals were already combining facilities and resources. But at noon, Governor Holcomb announced he's putting an emergency operations center in place. The goal of forming an alliance is to slow down the spread of COVID-19 and also to keep the hospitals from being overrun during this time. Since we've learned from other states, that's what it'll take to get the transmission of the virus under control. When Emma returns, this family knows she'll be even more vulnerable than before, but they aren't worried.
We just believe in a God who works miracles.
Working for you in Noblesville, Troy Washington, RTV6.
And RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers is on the ground to connect you with companies that are still hiring despite the ripple effects of COVID-19. That includes the Indianapolis Fire Department. It is hiring right now for firefighters. The salary in your first year is $51,000 and climbs to over $70,000 by the 3rd year. If you think you or someone you know would be right for this first response role, we've listed all the details on applying in this story on our app and website. And we are actively tracking which places around central Indiana are still hiring right now. That's on our homepage at theindychannel.com. And for a broader look at available jobs today and every day, just head to hiringhoosiers.com. And every day, more people are dealing with deeper consequences of COVID-19 hitting the economy in central Indiana. If you or someone you know needs resources right now, many community organizations are stepping up to help and make sure people don't go without the essentials like dinner, Food pantries, church partnerships, you name it, those resources are out there. Grocery stores are also continuing to add special hours for seniors to get their shopping done without anxiety. We have details on food pantries and special store hours on the indychannel.com/coronavirus. And just as strong as our commitment to serving you with the information you need is our commitment to telling the stories of good people are doing throughout all this. If you know of someone who's working in the community to make things better right now, send us a message at workingforyou@rtv6.com. And the governor is announcing more aggressive steps to protect Hoosiers against COVID-19. Most notable, a stay-at-home order starting tomorrow night and going through April 6th. Megan Sanctorum is at the State House and explains what this means for you.
That calls on all Hoosiers to hunker down. Stay at home. Unless you're going out on an essential errand or essential work or essential business.
The governor's order is similar to ones already in place in Ohio, Michigan, and Illinois. The stay-at-home order begins at 11:59 Tuesday night, meaning you should only leave your house for food, medical services, to help others, or if your job is considered an essential service. Essential services and businesses allowed to stay open include hospitals and healthcare centers, grocery stores, pharmacies, gas stations, daycares, shelters, laundry service providers, public transit, and public service hotlines. Under the executive order signed by the governor, you will still be allowed to go on walks or exercise outside, and parks will remain open. Lastly, the governor thanked everyone who has already been practicing social distancing, and he thanked restaurants who have had to adapt to a carryout or to-go model only. They will still be allowed to operate.
This disease is killing people. Time is of the essence. And the best thing we can do for each other, for this generation and the next, and for our economy, is to get a handle on the virus by slowing the spread. That's what we have power over.
Holcomb also talked about the economy. He said last week more than 50,000 Hoosiers filed for unemployment. That's compared to around 3,000 this week last year. He said he will continue to work with the federal government to help those impacted.
To get the financial help to the people in need and get it here now.
Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
And a full copy of the executive order can be found on our website. It has the complete list of businesses considered essential. More COVID-19 tests are being performed on a larger scale for health care workers in central Indiana. Today, Eli Lilly began a free drive-through testing program dedicated to doctors, nurses, and others who are on the front lines of the fight against the virus. Many healthcare workers are currently unable to get testing through existing diagnostic facilities, and Lilly says it is initially focused on addressing this unmet need. The testing is taking place at Lilly's headquarters downtown. Right now, it is only open to active healthcare workers who have a doctor's order requiring a COVID-19 test. And we get so many closures, changes, and updates sent to our newsroom minute by minute. It's hard even for us to keep track, and it's what we do for a living. To make it much easier for you to find new information on how the virus is changing the way we live, just head to the RTV6 app or the indychannel.com. Out of the COVID-19 frustration, growing trends that continue to bond teachers with their students despite school being canceled. Today, Noblesville Crossing Elementary School teachers drove through the school's neighborhood to honk and wave at students from a safe but loving distance. More Noblesville schools plans to hold parades in April. And Kevin, we had another kind of gloomy day outside, but there are some positive changes on the way.
Yeah, the positive, the teachers could roll down the window, talk, wave without any rain getting in there, or in the case of yesterday, snow, right? Yeah, so we've moved on from that. Let's talk about additional rain chances. Now, we're dry tonight. We're dry until late tomorrow. This is tomorrow night when our rain chance goes up. Take a break again. Thursday night and into Friday, the next most likely time for widespread rain, even some late week thunderstorms. Let's talk about our temperature trend. It will be noticeable, the warm up and sustained. So we won't have this pulled right out from under us. We won't stay at 68 for the entire 7-day planner, but temperatures will remain above average. Tomorrow, not much different, 53. Then we make a step forward Wednesday and really notice things on Thursday. Anywhere around the metro area area, lower 40s now. The warmth sits down to the south. That will gradually come in, but right now we've got a north wind, so we've got to change the wind direction. That will happen as we go overnight and tomorrow. Lots of clouds tonight, but dry. Temperatures upper 30s to around 40. That by 10 o'clock. This is what you'll wake up to. Cloudy skies, temperature by noon in the mid-40s. We'll focus on those increasing rain chances in just a bit.
Many businesses have had to shut down and are sitting empty, but coming up, this is one place that had to fight off customers in the last few weeks. And an Indiana native leading NASCAR's charge for a virus-free competition. It might be the sign of the times. Day first with the story, only on RTV6, coming up.
Use disorders, treatment, and recovery.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Welcome back. Many industries are struggling during the COVID-19 crisis, but one is booming, or has been up until the governor ordered the state to shut down for non-essential business. Firearm dealers are experiencing a steep increase in sales, some of them unable to keep inventory in stock. Our Alyssa Donovan spoke with one local dealer who has been unable to keep up with the demand.
There's been a steady stream of customers coming into Indy Trading Post every single day for over a week. The owner tells me it's been so busy that they decided to disconnect their phones and shut down their website so they don't have any additional orders coming in.
Yes, we're doing really well.
The only struggle at Indy Trading Post right now is keeping inventory on the shelves.
I just talked to a distributor, a certain shotgun that they had available. We might buy one to put up on the wall. They had 10 available. We took all 10.
On Friday, the shop received a shipment, 2 truckloads of firearms and ammunition. By Saturday evening, that was all gone.
I think people are scared. The last time I saw anything even close to this was right after Sandy Hook.
People are afraid. I just want to be ready, protect myself and my family.
And this isn't the only shop with increase in sales. I called several other firearm dealers in the area. Most didn't answer. Indy Arms Company picks up with an outgoing message.
Due to high levels of unprecedented sales and volume of customers in the store, we are not able to answer the high volume of calls coming in.
Owner of Indy Trading Post, Brian Ledlow, says he's noticed a lot of first-time gun owners investing right now, and he's telling them to get educated.
Try to be careful. Once this settles down, if you still want to have the firearm, take a class or a course and just be safe with it.
That was Alyssa Donovan reporting. Working Together is RTV6's new initiative where we bring you stories of hope and cooperation coming out of the coronavirus. The Southport Police Department is now working with a senior center to make sure older people have what they need if they are not able to get to the store. The department is working with Perry Senior Services and Drink at the Well Ministries to help the population that's most vulnerable to the coronavirus. The collaboration can help seniors in Southport get to essential medical appointments and also bring them food and their prescriptions if they need them, as well as food and supplies for their pets. The police chief says the entire community has come together to help. The police department says Midwest Food Bank donated food to their program, while Lowe's and a Home Depot donated a refrigerator and freezer to their effort.
So we've had a big collaboration with a lot of people inside Perry Township, and one of the things that born and raised on the South Side that I can tell you is the South Side always does band together during times of need, and we work well together.
The police department says Midwest Food Bank donated food to the program, while Lowe's and Home Depot donated a refrigerator and freezer to the effort. If you or someone you know in Southport can't get out of the house and needs help, you can call one of the numbers on your screen. You can call Southport Police Assistance Hotline. That number is 463-224-0183. Or you can call Perry Senior Services at 317-783-9231. Kevin.
And like many of you, I've been checking on others, making sure they've got what they need. I delivered groceries to my dad over the weekend, and he left me something as well, so I was anxious to figure out what that is. And to our surprise, he's helping me out. Some milk and bread for him, and eggs, and a 7-day forecast for me. I'll share our collaboration here in just a little bit with that forecast. Hopefully you guys are doing okay at home, settling in, waiting for warmer temperatures. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to open the windows a little bit, let some fresh air in, maybe later in the week. The problem is the rain that may be coming down at that time. Notice these temperatures will climb. They'll continue to go well above average as we get toward the end of the week. I think Thursday, Friday is our peak. If we parse out the most likely time for rain, then I get to Tuesday night, tomorrow night, southern half of the state. That would be from Indy south. Wednesday, we take a break. Most of Thursday, we're dry. It's Thursday night that the rain comes back in and then becomes most likely Friday and Saturday, too. Not all day rains, but periods of rain, even some thunderstorms. We'll keep our eye on the strength of thunderstorms for Friday night into Saturday, and then also the heavier rainfall potential. 40 in Peru, 51 in Bloomington. So 50 is the exception today for a high temperature. It won't be tomorrow. We should all make it there. We'll change the wind direction. You can see we're surrounded by warmer temperatures, nothing getting too carried away, but the cooler temperatures will retreat and be pushed out of the Midwest. A dry, cloudy start, and I repeat it again, a dry start. Temperatures will struggle into the 40s as we get to the afternoon hours and settle at about 49 in Logansport and Kokomo, just missing 50 degrees to the north. Lower 50s, central Indiana, anywhere either side of Interstate 70, and to the south, clouds increase through the day, and our rain chances will increase as well. Probably not until the evening hours, though, then climbs through midnight, and our rain chances diminish after that. It should all happen fairly quickly. I'll step out so you can see all these potential rainfall amounts. Bloomington, Nashville, Columbus south, 1/4 inch, maybe some spots Bedford and Seymour south would see 1/2 inch, but you see how quickly then it drops off coming to the north. We could all use some dry weather. We'll get that Wednesday with some sunshine. As that system quickly pulls away, we have our brief period of dry weather Wednesday through probably late Thursday. Wednesday at noon, 48. Temperatures move into the upper 50s to around 60 degrees for the high. That gets us warmed up, so to speak, for the warmest temperatures, which will come on Thursday. 70 degrees, not out of the question. Rain holds off till late. There are your showers and thunderstorms Thursday night, then Friday and Saturday will continue with that trend into the weekend. Amanda?
Thanks, Kevin. With the coronavirus affecting all areas of life, racing is searching for its way to still compete. And NASCAR has found an avenue with a simulated race. For many, including an Indiana racer, it was just like the real thing. Dave First has the Sports Extra Spotlight.
The Scenics looked the same, so did the cars, but this was all virtual in something called iRacing, and yesterday's simulated race at Homestead was a big hit.
I get the sense that fans are clamoring for more. This could be like a weekly thing now, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be.
25-year-old Chase Briscoe was in from the beginning. 3-time winner in NASCAR's Xfinity Series, the Mitchell, Indiana native picked up the prestigious Rookie of the Year award last year and joined us from North Carolina.
I've been racing online since I was literally 6 or 7 years old. I've been on iRacing since 2011, and like you said, met a ton of my buddies on there, but never in a million years thought, we'd be racing on live television. And it's just a testament to how good early iRacing is.
He competed from the comfort of his own home, social distancing at its best, with a rig built by an indie-based company called R-Laps.
Mine's one of the full motion ones, so you can see right here and right there, those are actually going to move. So my whole simulator will move up and down and left to right.
Creating a true feel for what it's like inside an actual race car.
This is the key to really, I think, being a good sim racer is you got to have really good pedals.
And there's more.
I don't know if fans really truly appreciate this, but you guys do use this equipment going into whatever race weekend it is. There's real value to this, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. So iRacing goes in and they actually laser scan every single racetrack.
Wow.
So literally every single bump that's there in real life is there in the simulator. Every billboard's the exact same. So if you go by visual markers, for example, you can lift the same spot in the sim that you would in real life.
For the record, it was Denny Hamlin who edged out Dale Earnhardt Jr. to win the race. Chase, in the 98 car, finished 4th.
Last thing I know how competitive you are. Tell me you're disappointed you didn't win this race.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I was way more nervous running yesterday than I ever am in real life. For whatever reason, this sim racing stuff, even when we're not on TV, it seems like it feels like your heart's beating out of your chest for whatever reason.
A little something for those needing a virus-free distraction. Call it a spin. in more ways than one. Dave First, RTV6 Sports.
I like the creativity. Several drivers announced they'd be donating $5,000 to benefit families affected by the virus in the Homestead, Florida area. And Chase's sponsors loved it. They've reached out hoping to get involved in their next race. We'll be right back.
New purchase.
Right now on RTV6, working together, people in the sewing community are answering the call to help as healthcare workers across the country are dealing with a shortage of personal protective equipment, things like gloves and face masks. Jessica Oldfield, who lives in Muncie, received a call from a friend who works at a midwife clinic in Nashville saying they were short on masks. Jessica had extra fabric on hand, so she got busy using 100% cotton, a pattern, and extra elastic. She's already made more than 20 of them.
Just feeling like I had some purpose with my time of being home. That's what I told her right away. I was like, thank you for giving me something meaningful to do with all this time that we are just stuck at home with.
Jessica has reached out to clinics in Muncie where she plans to send extra that she has made. And we reached out to the Indiana State Department of Health, and they say while any protection is better than none, they do not have any information on specific guidelines for making masks at home. The CDC says in settings where they are not available, healthcare personnel can use bandanas or scarves when caring for patients with COVID-19 as a last resort. But these homemade masks are not considered personal protective equipment since their capability to protect is still unknown. The CDC says caution should be used when considering the option. The homemade option should ideally be used in combination with a face shield that covers the entire front and sides of the face. Kevin.
Cloudy skies as we look north from downtown Indianapolis. We'll stay partly cloudy to mostly cloudy tonight. We start in the 30s. We'll end at 53 tomorrow. We start dry tomorrow morning, Amanda. Then the rain late in the day tomorrow night.
Thanks for making RTV6 your choice for news. Join us again for the news at 7.